What is up, YouTubers? My name is Lucas, and we are back with another episode of our 6D journey. Today, I want to talk about availability. You know, each day when I do my calls, it's kind of odd how these themes kind of come through. Like, I'll have, say I have 10 callers and 7 of them call with the same kind of issue. It's always interesting how that happens to me. It really shows me kind of the divine connection that we all have and how people go through the same things at the same times on the same days. It really baffles me. It's just like, whoa. So today I want to talk about availability. You know, I have a lot of people that call in that are looking for someone in their life who is not available. Okay, someone who is A, they're states and states away. B, they're like in some sort of facility, like maybe they're in military training, or they're in rehab, or they're off on some job thing for the next 2 years, like, you know, that kind of availability. Or C, they're in a relationship and they're currently attached to someone. Maybe they're separated from that person, maybe they're going through a divorce, maybe they're still with that person, but they're currently working their way out of the relationship. Either way, out of all those things, these people are not available to you. And it's interesting how it's like with prohibition. The government says, we're going to make this illegal, and then what happens is people want it even more. It's like, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard young adults say that they drank more from 18 to 21 than once they turned 21. And why is that? Because it's illegal. They're not allowed to. It's off limits. It's like the apple in the Garden of Eden. Like when God's like, don't eat from the fruit. If you don't want someone to do something, don't tell them to not do it, because they'll do it anyway, just to prove their freedom. You know, because it's natural that we want to be able to prove that we can obtain something and that we have free will. And so my theme today for so many callers is, if someone is not available emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, whatever the case is, if they're not available, let them go. Let them go. Because what happens is we start chasing after them, and this negative reel of conscious words start coming through our head of, you know, am I not enough? If I moved there, would they be available? If he finally left her, will he go chase me? Like, and there's all this stuff. If he had enough money, would he be able to support us? If he had this, if he had that, if. The world is not made of what ifs. The world is made of what is. And we as humans, our egos, spend so much time what ifing what could be. And my message today is that if it's not plain and simple and clean and pure, it's dirty and complicated. And I do not believe that the universe works that way. The universe, when something is in divine order and it's in divine timing, everything just falls into place. Everything's natural. If you're having to go to all these extremes to figure out all this stuff to make something work, stop. Just stop. Like, I have been there so many times, especially with love interests, right? Like, people don't go above and beyond to be someone's friend. Like, it's always about love, and it's like these people, they come on and they're like, but there's such a deep connection. And I'm like, honey, do you think you're the first person to say that to me? Like, we as humans, we project our biggest hopes on situations. And you know, hope, while it is the quintessential thing that keeps us thriving and going, it's also our biggest detriment, because we project false realities based on hope. And you know, I made a video on my 5D journey where I said I'm letting go of hope. And it's because hope can be very, very scary. It's like gambling. Like, you're basically tossing dice out there and your soul is on the line. Your energy is on the line. Your mental stability is on the line over hope. And instead of sitting there and wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing, just notice what is. What is it right now? Like, because if they're not available, they're not calling you, they're not reaching out to you, they're not giving you any kind of sign that they want you, then let it go. Because that energy, oh my goodness, I just know, because I felt it, it's so draining. It feels like your soul is being sucked from your body. And it is. Because your body, when it's moving through divine flow, you won't lose energy. Like when you're in divine timing and in divine path, you will be lit all the time. And even as I'm sitting here saying this, I'm feeling more and more positive about my own life because I'm realizing how often I've spent so much time putting investment into hope, into just maybe someday he'll be ready. No, he's not ready. And if he's not ready or she's not ready, that means you're not ready. It's not in divine flow for either one of you. Something's off with both of you. It's not them, it's not you, it's the two of you. So my message today is buy stock in what you know is solid. That's what you should be investing your time in. People that are equally going back and forth with you. It should be an even flow. And there should be availability. Availability, guys, is the message today. That's all. If they're available, go after it. If they're not, go somewhere else. You know, and if your deep connection is really that true, and if it's really divinely inspired, then it will happen. But let it be on the universe's terms, not yours.